That morning, Seoul was flooded with news that made the Korean entertainment world flabbergasted. What initially sounded like a simple news story, a celebrity family's admission of tax affairs, suddenly became a national sensation after Cha Eunwoo's mother appeared before the media with a shocking confession. His face was firm, but his eyes revealed a deep uneasiness. All the cameras are on him, all the microphones are waiting for the words that will change the public perception of his son, the idol of millions of fans. What at first seemed like a simple administrative issue is now a hot topic of conversation on all media platforms, from online news portals to morning talk shows. As Cha Eunwoo's mother opened her mouth, there was a moment of silence. Every word that comes out is felt through the glass screen, as if demanding full attention. He admitted, in a low but steady tone, that during this time there were a number of financial transactions that were not fully recorded, which are now in the spotlight of the authorities. The word "not fully recorded" made the hearts of the media crew pounding, especially when he added that most of the affairs turned out to be done on behalf of Cha Eunwoo, who has been known to the public as a clean, exemplary, and almost perfect figure in the eyes of the army. Tensions boiled over when a reporter dared to ask, "Does this mean Cha Eunwoo is involved in a serious tax matter?" Eunwoo's mother took a deep breath before replying, "I want to make it clear, my son had absolutely no intention of doing anything wrong. Everything that happened was due to a family decision, which we are now dealing with transparently with the authorities." This answer, although it sounds comforting, actually raises a bigger question. What exactly is going on behind the scenes of the idol's life, which so far seems perfect? Soon, social media exploded. The hashtags #ChaEunwoo tax scandal, #truth4mother, and #Eunwoo family bombing suddenly became trending topics across Korea. Fans began to react emotionally. Some were angry, some were sad, and some felt confused. On the one hand, there are those who do not believe that Eunwoo, who has been known as the golden boy, who is clean from controversy, is suddenly involved in a complicated situation. On the other hand, there are fans who actually sympathize with the family and appreciate Eunwoo's mother's honesty. The reporter covering the event tried to dig deeper. They highlighted the fact that the transactions in question were not merely personal taxes, but also related to contract management, international endorsements, and investments made on Cha Eunwoo's behalf. This fact made the entire Korean entertainment industry hold its breath. How could an idol of Cha Eunwoo's class, who had been known to obey the rules, get caught up in such a complex and sensitive matter? This news was immediately followed up by the agency. Fantajo, the agency that houses Eunwoo, issued an official statement. They stressed that all parties cooperate with the government, and all tax matters will be resolved transparently. However, the tone of their statements did not completely calm the public. Many media outlets then highlighted the phrase "all parties working together," which they said could mean there is a serious problem that has not yet been fully revealed. Amid the uproar, some industry observers began to speculate. Some suspect that this tax issue may be related to some of the big endorsements Eunwoo received overseas, especially in America and Southeast Asia. Meanwhile, there are those who attribute this issue to long-standing rumors about the financial management of artists, who are often not completely transparent in Korea. Eunwoo's mother's confession became a turning point, as she not only confirmed the existence of the problem, but also stressed that her son never intended to blame the law. This phenomenon not only shook Korea. The international media began to cover the case with a great spotlight. International fans began to react, flooding discussion forums and social media with their opinions. Some called for the army to keep its faith in Eunwoo, while others criticized the family's decision to bring their idol's name into the public spotlight. In a matter of hours, this news became a global topic, and no one could ignore its effect. Even more surprising was the moment when Eunwoo's mother opened a certain document in front of the camera. Here are the numbers that make everyone giggle. The amount is significant, and although it is not yet clear whether this is a fine, additional tax, or administrative penalty, the public immediately speculated. This could destroy Eunwoo's career, said an artist financial analyst at a well-known television station. Or at least it will leave a mark that is difficult to lose from his reputation. On the other hand, Eunwoo himself chose to be silent. There were no official statements, no posts on social media, only silence that made the public even more curious. Fans try to interpret his every move, from old posts to past interviews. Some are convinced that this reticence is a wise strategy, waiting for all problems to be resolved legally, while others feel worried, because in the world of entertainment, silence can sometimes be translated as a silent confession. Meanwhile, talk show hosts and entertainment commentators did not miss the opportunity to highlight this drama. They present an in-depth analysis, ranging from possible financial schemes to the psychological impact on Eunwoo. All discussed it as if this was not just an ordinary tax issue, but a scandal that could affect the image of the idol throughout his career. Every detail is examined, from how the document came about, who handled it, to the long-term implications for the endorsement contract. Interestingly, some former employees of the artist's agency stated that Eunwoo's mother's confession was actually a smart move. They explained that with the initial transparency, Eunwoo's family could control the public narrative before wild rumors spread. However, this step also carries risks. Every spoken word can become a matter of debate, and the media can reinterpret every detail dramatically. Not stopping there, this confession also led to speculation about Eunwoo's relationship with his fellow artists. Some media outlets highlighted the possible social repercussions, whether friends of the same profession would still support him, or whether some would keep their distance to avoid controversy. In entertainment, reputation is everything, and tax-related rumors can affect every aspect of an idol's career. Amid all the speculation, one thing is certain. The Korean public and the world are now waiting for an answer from Eunwoo himself. Will he give a direct clarification? Is there a third party responsible? What legal steps will be taken? Each of these questions adds tension and makes this news continue to top the trending list in all online media. This phenomenon is the subject of discussion on all fronts. Legal academics began discussing the legal implications, while artists' financial analysts outlined complex tax schemes and how K-pop idols often face these issues. Entertainment media continue to discuss possible worst-case scenarios, ranging from large fines to potential postponements of projects or tours that have already been scheduled. All eyes are on one point. Cha Eunwoo, who has always been known as the perfect idol, is now at the center of a complex storm of controversy. And even though this storm shook, Eunwoo's mother still emphasized one thing: honesty. In the tense press conference, he reiterated that the family was prepared to face the consequences, but would ensure that Eunwoo's name remained respected. This statement seemed to be a small light in the dark, giving hope that this problem could be solved without harming his son's career. However, as always, the public is not satisfied with just statements. They demand details, facts, and evidence. They want to know the exact amount, the reasons behind the family's decision, and whether any third parties were involved. Every day, news portals and online forums are filled with comments demanding clarity. Speculation does not stop, and as if every second brings new unanswered questions. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, Cha Eunwoo's legal team is working hard. They prepare documents, consult cases, and coordinate with authorities. All these measures are carried out with the aim of avoiding publication errors that could aggravate the situation. And despite rising tensions, Eunwoo's family chose to remain transparent, a decision that is not easy in the stressful world of entertainment. With all the facts revealed, one thing becomes clear. Cha Eunwoo's mother's confession has drastically changed public perception. From an almost perfect idol figure, Eunwoo has now become a symbol of how an artist's life can be prone to complex problems, even seemingly simple ones like taxes. The public waited, the media waited, and the Korean, as well as international entertainment world, continued to highlight every step the family took.